All right, hey y'all. I want to take you through the process of ordering through the Vegas Food Co-op, because if you're new to it, it may seem like something completely foreign. You're not sure what you're going to be getting out of it. Might feel a little bit uncomfortable. So I want to demystify that whole process for you. All right, what's up, y'all? So we're going to take you how to order through the Vegas Food Co-op's website. And first thing I want to mention here is how a lot of us will strategize to buy the things that we consume. And so for most of our pantry items, a lot of us will purchase those things on Amazon through Amazon Prime, and or we'll use Thrive Market. Thrive Market, if you're not familiar with it, it's like a Amazon for a lot of holistic health items. And the prices are pretty comparable. Sometimes if you have the time to price compare, like you'll see one has a better deal than the other. Usually I don't really care too much to do that kind of stuff, but every now and then I will. So anyway, and then for local produce, I personally like to go to Whole Foods for convenience and because of the level of quality that I get there. But we've mentioned before many times in our shopping tour and other places, the first focus is just getting real food, or just focusing on real food. And so shop for your produce wherever it makes sense for you. Strategize your organic and conventional purchases using some of the info that we talked about in our shopping tour. So whatever place works for you is great. But then we like to get our meat through the Vegas Food Co-op because the quality is top notch and the price per pound is what you'd be paying for usually for conventional beef and pork. All right, so Amazon and Thrive for pantry items, your local grocery store for fresh produce, and then ideally you're getting meat through the Vegas Food Co-op. So when you order through the Vegas Food Co-op, the meat comes to you in vacuum packaged, individually wrapped packages that usually serve about 2 people. You can throw that in your freezer and then just take some of it out and let it thaw and consume it as you need to. It's really, really awesome. So let's take you through going by their website and then also ordering through their website. So we go to vegasfoodcoop.com, and the first thing that you're going to see here is a welcome page, and they tell you when their next drop date is. Usually they're going to take orders up to a week before their drop date, and the closer you are to the drop date, the more that a lot of those items that they have for sale will be sold out, and the further you are away from the drop date, the more that all those things are going to be available. And then sometimes they'll have some specials here, and then you'll notice that on this calendar they have the drop date with the times and the locations. So you have 2 different locations that you can pick up your meat from for your convenience. The one that I like to go to is here at Craig Park. It's a little bit more north, and they also have one down on Dean Martin. And basically what happens is you order, and then on this drop date you go and pick up your meat at this drop location. All right, and again, it's professionally packaged, vacuum sealed, individually wrapped, frozen. You can just throw it in your freezer. It's awesome. All right, so you can also learn a little bit about the meat and the quality of the meat. They source their meats through Christensen Farms, and Christensen Farms has their certain specific prices. They also charge for shipping, and what the Vegas Food Co-op has done is they drive up to Utah and they grab all this meat for us and they bring it back down, no shipping cost, and they get a big discount. So it's just a really, it's a win-win for all of us. So their beef is grass-fed, and they have a little bit of barley-fed, which means that they supplement the grass-fed with barley-fed, and they have a very good reason for doing that, but it's very high-quality stuff. And then down at the bottom you'll see they have some information about their Berkshire pork. Berkshire pork is some of the best quality pork you can find anywhere on the planet. Like, it's awesome stuff. All pasture-raised pork, free to roam, free to do what pigs do and eat some of the things that pigs eat out in the wild. But then also they supplement it with some high-quality non-GMO feed. Their pigs are not stressed out for any reason. They don't go through any of the situations that conventional pigs and cattle go through. So they have a lot of information here about their pork. So again, family-run operation, very high-quality stuff. And then if we go over here to buy meat, then we can scroll down and we have a lot of different a la carte options that you can purchase. I typically don't do the a la carte stuff. I like to go for the packages. So let's go through the packages if we can find some here. All right, so the first package that we're going to see here is a 30-pound pork CSA share. Now, pork CSA share is basically you're paying for 30 pounds of pork, and it's predetermined. They tell you what the cuts are right here. And so 30 pounds, if you divide that into 165, that is about $5.50 a pound for some of the best quality pork you're ever going to find anywhere. And again, you get a combination of ground pork and ribs and bacon and some pork chops, which are amazing, by the way. When you do pork, you can choose between cured and uncured, and the difference between cured and uncured is that cured is bacon and ham, Uncured is going to be pork belly and then shoulder roast and things like that. And I would say try both of them. Maybe do one order and then the other order. All right. So next thing we have is going to be you have whole pigs and half pigs, but I'd say if you're doing your first order, you could do a family package. And if we look at the family package, you have a $150 down deposit until they actually weigh the meats. And they go through and they tell you exactly what's in that family package, about estimated, because every animal is going to be slightly different. And they tell you it's going to be an average of about, they give you the poundage, and then they tell you the cost is going to be anywhere between $925 and $1,150 for an average of $1,030. And then if you divide that by the number of pounds that you get, you're looking at anywhere from $4.50 a pound up to maybe $5.50 a pound. So very, very good price for the best quality beef and pork you're going to find anywhere. All right, so that's a good starting place, but maybe it's a little bit of an expensive price point. So another great option would be the 30-pound combo grass-fed beef and pork CSA, which means you're paying for 30 pounds of beef and pork. You get 15 pounds of beef and 15 pounds of pork. So I think this is a really good starting place for most people because you get to experience the beef and the pork. And again, you have uncured and cured option depending on what they have available. And that only applies to the pork. So again, cured means bacon and ham. Uncured means pork belly and pork shoulders. And the cured, by the way, they use nothing but really good quality ingredients. I think this is the best place to start. If you divide $195 by 30, you're looking at $6.50 a pound for the best quality grass-fed beef and pork you're going to find anywhere. All right, and then when you go to checkout, you just go through your checkout process. You pay. Sometimes you're paying a deposit, and they'll bill you for the rest of it before the pickup. Or if you're just doing a CSA, it's a flat fee for it, and then you just go pick it up. All right, and then you choose your pickup location, and then you pick up at the designated time, at the designated location, and you'll go home happy because you got a lot of great beef and meat. And let us know what your experience is like, and make sure that you tell them that the SHT sent you. All right, I think that's it. Pulling up, and this is what the drop looks like. We got the Christensen Farms truck right there. Hey. That is it.
Awesome. Yeah, that beautiful.
Gallon of freaking raw honey. So beautiful. All right, awesome. Yeah. Thank y'all so much.
Enjoy it.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, see y'all.
My husband, Gene.
Hey, what's going on, man?